So you see that all these products are integrated. They can actually work with one another. Are you following me? In other words, when you are creating your own product, you need a product that would actually integrate with other products. So now, let's look at the 4 products and services that you can integrate in your business when you have identified the passion that you have, and when you have surveyed the market, and now you know that people want, for instance, to buy a book on how to start a business. All right? I'm simply telling you that this book will also be available on how to start a business. All the videos that I'm doing, I'm transcribing them so that they can become a product that you can actually identify with and say, I remember when he was creating these videos, and this is exactly what he was saying. So now, let's look at the first product that you can create with less capital, with not a lot of stress that maybe you can think of. So the first product that you need to create when you have discovered the passion is you need to write a book about that subject. Say for instance, if it's boxing. If you are the passion for boxing, you need to write a book in that area. For instance, what is the training required for a boxer? What is the diet required for a boxer? How many days, for instance, should a boxer be training? And of course, the techniques that are involved in boxing. Then you can also talk of how do you promote a boxer? How do you coordinate an event? So you write something about your passion. So now, once you have written that book, you need to put a price on that book. So let's say, for instance, if you create a boxing book, you need to put a price on it. When I first just started my writing, this was my second book, which is The Secret Dream to Your Neighbor's Success. So this book talks about success for your neighbor. And then of course I have other books. This is a book called Author's Self-Publishing Manual. So in other words, I wrote a book on how you can write your own book, how you can actually do an ebook. So this manual takes you step by step on how you write your first book. Then of course my latest book, which is Bestseller Strategies and Tactics. This is a book that takes you step by step up to becoming a best-selling author. So I created these products. Now let me give you an example. The first example is I create a book. This is a book that I've written for authors to help them move from a struggling kind of environment to learning the new skills that each author needs to learn in order for him or her to become a best-selling author. Now, if I create a product like this one, like for instance, this one is $20, right? $20. So I put a price on that book and I sell for $20. Now, what I need is to get a calculator like this one so that I can make a business plan or a financial plan for that book. So I'm going to say that in this book, I want to sell 20,000 copies every month. 20,000 copies every month. So what I do is I have to multiply the 20,000 copies that I want to sell every month by the price, which is $20, so that I know exactly how much I should have every month when I sell that book at $20. So you can see, if I'm to sell 20,000 copies of my book every month at $20, I would make $400,000. Wow. Somebody will say, wow. Yes, it is really a wow. And then now, that is the monthly thing that you make. Now say, let's take for instance that each month of this year, you are able to sell the 20,000 copies. So you have to multiply that by, so we're saying you're selling 20,000 copies each month at $20, which is 400,000. You multiply the 400,000 by 12 months in a year, and you get 4.8 million. So that should be your sales budget of 4.8 million, which is an equivalent of, just a minute, if we are to convert it into South African rand by 10, that would be 48 million rands. So, in other words, if I'm to sell this book at $20 and I sell 20,000 copies of this book, I would make 400. So that's the first product that I can create, a book that will make me $4.8 million in a year.